I've heard people talking about learning styles. What learning styles are there?
All kinds of researchers have come up with lots of different names. One of the most popular models is the VAK model. V stands for visual, A for auditory, and K for kinesthetic. Let's look at each one. Visual learners tend to take detailed notes, like to see what they're learning, and will find something to watch if they get bored. Auditory learners prefer to learn by hearing and reading aloud. They'll hum or talk either to themselves or with other people if they're bored. Kinesthetic learners are hands-on types. They'll tinker with something when they're bored. A good professor will provide activities that fit each style so that all students in the class are engaged. Students will be most comfortable with the activities geared to their learning style, but they'll also become familiar and therefore more comfortable with other learning styles by having to use them.
Why are learning styles so important?
You probably use all types at one time or another, but most people will have a primary learning style. It's important to know your primary learning style because it may not match the professor's primary teaching style. The more you're aware of your primary learning style, the better you can shape your studying to do well in every class, no matter how the professor primarily presents ideas and concepts.
That makes sense. How do I figure out what my primary learning style is?
You probably already have a good idea, but there are free, short online tests that will help you determine your primary learning style. Just remember that you may have to use another style depending on the class. If you're taking a music appreciation class, you'll almost have to use auditory learning to do well. You can combine that with a visual style by reading, perhaps even reading sheet music, or with a kinesthetic style if you have the musical ability to play along with what you're listening to.
I think I know what my primary style is, but I'll find one of those online tests just to be sure and see what they're like. Thanks.